Browns getting ready for a home game against the Jaguars. And at home, Browns are 5-1 this year, and the defense has played very well at home. Kevin Stefanski was asked about the difference between the defense at home and the defense on the road.
I think you have to be careful with sample size, always. I will tell you, we like playing at home. We do. I like having our crowd into it. I like the juice that it gives our defense. I like that it makes life hard on the opposing offense. Having said that, you still want to play good defense, good offense on the road as well. But I do think we have a very distinct home field advantage.
Jeff, it's kind of interesting. The Jaguars are kind of the anomaly. They're 5-0 on the road, and they're under 500 at home now after that loss on Monday night. So, but there is something to the way this defense plays at home.
There's no question. They're looking, do they thrive off of their home crowd? They certainly do. It's a weather-wise, it's always a weird scenario in Cleveland. And if you remember, obviously we dealt with a couple of games, where the weather was a factor early in the season. The Browns are a team, with their run game, the way their defense plays, they are built a little bit more, maybe necessarily for the slop. It kind of suits the way they do things a little bit better. They're not, offensively not one of the fastest teams. But when they play teams that are faster, that kind of slows those offenses down, which plays right into the hands, of course, of the Cleveland Browns. But you're expected. That's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to play better at home. That's just the way it goes. And I think they've also gotten in a little weird scenario. Some teams thrive on the road crowd. Well, last week in Los Angeles, it was kind of like a middle of the road crowd. It was kind of like a bowl game crowd because there were so many Cleveland Browns fans out there that you didn't really have, the team backing you or the crowd against you, either way. So it certainly makes for a weird dynamic that way. But when the Browns are playing well, and as we've seen over the last few years, and they get in these tight games, the dog pound is an extremely, extremely difficult place to play. You see teams forced into taking timeouts they didn't want to take out. You see teams, forced into just throwing the ball away, and it just becomes the ultimate place for them to play. And luck for them is that of the remaining 5 games, 3 of them are played right there in Cleveland.